All right, bull runners, welcome back to the channel. So we have some big news taking place in the crypto market. I'm going to be sharing a lot with you in this video, and 2024 is looking bright. We got the spot Bitcoin ETFs looking like a 90% approval odds based on what experts are saying. Bitcoin's halving's taking place. Interest rate cuts potentially to begin in 2024 that we're going to be discussing. The SEC is meeting with Ripple in closed door meetings for a settlement. The bad actors are being wiped out of the crypto market. Presidential election is coming up, along with lots of other bullish news and narratives that we're going to be discussing in today's video. So with the recent price gouging that's been taking place during holiday season, especially for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, check this out.
I think they're messing with us at this point. $14 for aluminum foil and $14 for generic trash bag. And while I was on this aisle picking up some toilet paper, 20 bucks. Paper towel for the week, 14 bucks. And this is 6 roll. They say it's equal to 12, but it's still 6 rolls. We go through a roll every couple days. This one kind of hurts me the most because I love organic grass-fed beef. I've watched this go up from $8 to $10.59 now. Is this how much organic grass-fed beef is in your area, or is this just Publix? Then these last couple, you're just not going to believe if I didn't take a picture. I wanted to get my wife some chocolate-covered strawberries. $7 for 6 chocolate-covered strawberries. Last but not least, $9.44 for a cup, like 2 handfuls of berries. I'm telling you, we are not crazy. This is just getting so out of hand, and I think it is important we keep talking about this. I'm seeing a lot of people taking pictures. They did the Black Friday thing. We have to keep speaking out because where is it? When's it going to stop?
Now, companies like to do stuff like this because, well, number one, they're greedy. They can take advantage of inflation, and they use inflation as a justification to rob you blind of your money to make it seem like you're getting a deal, when in reality, you know, that discount that they're offering, they jack up the price and then they just put the price at what they were originally selling it for. So this is a bigger sign than ever before to get your money right over the holidays, because all these companies want to take money from you during Christmas, birthdays, you know, Thanksgiving. They're sucking you dry. And if you don't have enough money, then you have too much month. So Jim Rohn said this best. He said, when you have too much month at the end of the money and you wonder why you're broke, it's because you didn't spend your energy focusing on financial literacy. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about a lot of stuff to help you become financially literate so you can become the first millionaire in your family tree. I became a millionaire before 30, not because I'm smart. In fact, I'm a college dropout, but because I understand certain things that the wealthy understand and what the 1% are studying, whereas the 99%, they're studying their fantasy draft league. And I like sports, but that ain't gonna make you money unless you're a professional gambler. So comment 777 if you're feeling blessed. Comment 777 if you're feeling bullish. And as always, if you're gonna become the first millionaire in your family tree, you know what to do. Let's run it. All right, bull runners. So the first thing that we're gonna dive into is the approval window for spot Bitcoin ETFs, set to be between January 5th to January 10th. Bloomberg's analyst is confirming the dates for when we could hear a decision from the SEC. And moreover, a decision for more than 12 applicants will likely be granted by the agency within the time frame, and the approval is likely to begin on January 8th. Now, in one of my previous videos, I talked about how the SEC could find something in their bag of tricks to delay it, but the likelihood is in favor of an approval in January. So leading up to January, all through the holidays, we're most likely to see some bullish price action for Bitcoin and the rest of the markets. And Standard Chartered predicted that an approval of an ETF would lead to more than 160% gains, ultimately catapulting Bitcoin to $100,000 by the end of 2024. In Grayscale, just updated their GBTC's trust agreement, aiming to optimize its structure before the ETF approvals. And this update includes changing its fees, which have not been finalized yet. What they're expected to do is charge a 2% management fee for GBTC, which typically fees for firms awaiting approval for spot Bitcoin ETFs are going to be around 0.7% to 1%. And this competitive landscape is going to influence investors' choices. And honestly, ETFs, in my opinion, are for people that might be too skeptical to get in now, so they wait for BlackRock or Fidelity to tell them that it's safe, and then they're getting Bitcoin above 50K, while the smart investors are having self-custody over their crypto. They're buying now, so they don't have to pay, the exchange fees or the asset manager fees to manage their money. And it's the equivalent of raising your own child or giving your child to a babysitter to raise them. That's like giving your money to BlackRock. And the Grayscale second update enables assets to be commingled in an omnibus account manager, streamlining the creation of redemption of shares. And the innovation is important for the functioning of ETFs and could contribute to the efficiency of the crypto market. And also MicroStrategy, which is a notable company, Michael Saylor is the CEO. He's been accumulating a lot of Bitcoin, prepping for this approval, and he just acquired an additional 16,130 Bitcoins, increasing the total holdings to 174,000 plus Bitcoin. This is massive because the SEC has been engaging with asset managers like Grayscale regarding the potential conversion of their GBTC into an ETF. And while this doesn't directly impact XRP because of Bitcoin, it does reflect the broader regulatory environment and growing interest in crypto, which would allow more liquidity to flow into XRP and the other large cap projects. And the overall confidence in the market regarding the potential approval of crypto ETFs, including Bitcoin and specifically Ethereum focused products, has led to positive sentiment in the crypto space and the degenerates to come back into the gaming space, into the artificial intelligence space. And then you see meme coins going crazy as well too. Then that opened the doors for potential ETFs for XRP down the road if needed. Also, the SEC is holding a closed door meeting leading to speculation about a possible Ripple and SEC settlement. And XRP's price is currently consolidating near its 50-day simple moving average. The bearish indicators such as the declining relative strength index, the RSI, suggests a potential price decrease in the short term, and XRP may test the support levels around 57 cents and 55 cents if the bears maintain control. But on a positive side, if XRP breaks above the supply barrier of around 65 cents to 71 cents and closes above 0.6873, it could experience a 30% increase to reach 80 cents. So this presents an opportunity for XRP holders to see significant price gains. Now, again, don't buy XRP, don't sell XRP, not financial advice. This is all educational purposes only, but we're not here just to see a nice little tiny, measly little 30% gains. We're here for generational wealth. And with the Bitcoin halving coming in April of 2024, the halving cuts the rate at which new Bitcoins are released into circulation in half, which drives up demand for Bitcoin in the entire altcoin market. And the reward system is expected to continue until the year 2140, where the proposed limit of 21 million Bitcoin is theoretically reached. And in 2009, the reward for each block in the chain mined was about 50 Bitcoin. So due to the law of diminishing returns, every single halving for Bitcoin is going to have less impact on the price, but it's going to have impact nonetheless. So this arguably is the last bull run to see significant gains, because after this, it's going to be a lot more regulated and we're not going to see massive price volatility. When you look at the past bull runs, every single bull run has decreased in size. So even though this bull run will be the largest in terms of market cap, it might actually be the smallest in terms of percentage gains. So on this channel, when you subscribe, we're going to be sharing with you which projects we believe have the potential to outperform Bitcoin so you can achieve that generational wealth. And when this takes place, investors and traders, they associate the Bitcoin halving with a positive sentiment towards all cryptocurrencies. So we see them follow Bitcoin, even outperforming it. And that's why you have to be ready for the altcoin bull run by the end of 2024, because you only have a few months to accumulate your favorite projects before we blast off and we go to the beaches, the moon, never seeing Bitcoin or altcoins at these prices again. I mean, you're seeing a lot of the gaming projects that have already performed 200, 300, 400%, but it's just the tip of the iceberg at the start of the bull run. So you're not late, but you're also not the earliest in the seats. You're still showing up before the game has even started. So while all the other channels out there are, pitching you discounts to, their courses over the holidays for some crypto course, if you actually want to make money with the best ways to make passive income that I've seen for free, then here's one of the best ways to do so you can have more income to dollar cost average into the crypto market, not just through the holidays, but all through 2024.
Are you looking for a way to make more money? If the answer is yes, I'm going to show you how you can earn an extra $100,000 in the next 12 months. This may sound crazy, but we are going to sell free money to business owners. Let me explain how this works. Business owners are required to pay FICA taxes if they have employees on their payroll, and these FICA taxes taxes are 7.65% of the business owner's income. So what if there was a free program that was created that helps business owners reduce the amount that they have to pay in FICA taxes? Do you think that business owners would be interested in that? Of course they would. This free program will help the employer or the business owner save $700 to $800 per employee that they have on payroll on an annual basis. If you introduce business owners to this program, you will earn $5 per employee per month. So if you refer a business that has 100 employees, you will make $500 per month. If you refer a business that has 1,000 employees, that means you make $5,000 per month. This is an incredible way to create a long-lasting residual income. All you need to do is connect with the business owner and ask them if they'd be interested in saving money on their FICA taxes for free. I guarantee that they will say yes. This business has 47 employees and we were able to help them save over $37,000 per year. This business has 2,670 employees and we were able to help them save over $2 million per year. And this business has 659 employees and we were able to help them save $493,000 per year. So if you head down to the description below this video, you'll see a link where you can sign up as an affiliate. And once you sign up as an affiliate, you'll get access to 2 links. So you'll get a business application link that looks like this. I'll copy and paste this. There's a presentation that explains exactly what the program is and how it works. And a business owner would just click this link right here. They would apply, and then they'll immediately be able to book a call with one of the sales guys, one of the reps at Innovative Health, which is the company that created this program. When you refer a business owner, you will see those referred clients in your affiliate dashboard. And if you refer affiliates through this link here, those referred affiliates will show up in your dashboard and you will see your override commissions. You're going to be making $2 on the activity. Let's say that, your affiliate refers a business. That affiliate is going to get the $5. You will make a $2 override, $2 per employee per month. So if you're ready to build a residual income with this amazing opportunity, head down to the description below this video, click the link and apply to become an affiliate. We will add you to our community and give you all the training and tools that you need to become successful. So thank you for watching this video today, and we'll see you in the next one.
So to add on to what Logan is saying, guys, this is a great way for you to be able to have more income, not only through the holidays, but to create more passive income all through 2024 by actually doing something impactful by helping business owners at no cost to you. Remember, it's free. You're not buying a product here. We're not slanging you some Black Friday or some Cyber Monday 90% discount on some regurgitated, overhyped crypto course here. You're actually helping people. You're helping business owners, and you're not buying a product. So if you know business owners and you want to generate some residual income through the holidays and all through 2024 so you can dollar cost average into your favorite projects, listen, we get approached by a lot of companies to promote them. Some of the top Fortune 50 and Fortune 500 companies. And guess what percentage of them we turn down? We turn down 100% of them, because a lot of the projects we see, 99.9% of them are nonsense. They're mostly scams and they're selling some sleazy product, but this is the most legit way that I've seen in over 10 years of doing digital marketing and crypto for you guys to be able to grow your income. Because again, it's free to get started. You're not buying anything and you're actually helping business owners. So check it out. Link in the description below. I'm not going to rant too much about it in this video, but I think it's really awesome. And we're going to be helping a lot of people. We're going to be creating a Telegram group. We already have a Telegram group of like 7,000 or 8,000 people in it, but we're going to create another private Telegram group for this to be able to help you guys make some money. Now let's talk about the interest rate cuts with the Federal Reserve plans to tame inflation. Interest rate cuts don't just happen during good times in the economy, especially after they went from low interest rates to rising them up at the fastest pace virtually in history. So this is important for you to remember, because they will most likely cut interest rates if something bad happens in the economy, and they do that in response to it. So if the Fed meets market expectations and starts cutting aggressively in 2024, it will likely be against the backdrop of a sharply slowing economy and rising unemployment, which would in turn bring lower inflation. Joe Biden brags about having low, unemployment, but that's not good, because that's going to eventually spike up. And when that spikes up, that's when chaos is going to ensue. We saw what happened with COVID when unemployment spiked up. And so they're preparing for some sort of pandemic, something else to happen. And central bank policymakers, however, they won't cut for the sake of cutting. They will have to be a compelling reason to start easing and printing money again. And even then, rate decreases are likely to come slowly, not at once, unless something breaks and the Fed is forced to move more aggressively. And the market keeps trying to front run these rate cuts only to be disappointed, said Kathy Jones, who's the chief fixed income strategist at Charles Schwab. And she also said in a different cycle, when inflation hadn't spiked so much, I think the Fed would have been cutting rates already. This is a very different cycle. There's going to be much more caution on their part. And during the last update in September, Federal Open Market Committee members penciled in the equivalent of 2 quarter-point cuts next year. However, that was predicated on another rate increase in 2023 that almost certainly is not happening, judging by both the recent Fed commentary and market expectations. So if the Fed were to go on a cutting spree next year, then it would almost have to be accompanied by pronounced economic weakness, some sort of crash. Virtually all previous Fed cutting cycles have happened during and around recessions. So the Fed cutting rate is actually a bad sign because it would be in response to an economic crash beforehand. So they need to cut rates and print money to ease the crash, just like they did to bail out the banks during the last bank run, adding to their balance sheet. So catastrophe happens, bank runs take place. Well, they buy up the bad bonds, they bail out the banks. But that was good for crypto because investors who love crypto, they hate the banks. So the bank runs was good for Bitcoin and the rest of the markets because the Fed injects liquidity in the markets to help them out. And investors, they follow the Fed. If the Fed is injecting liquidity to save the banks, they're going to run over to crypto because of FDIC not insuring over $250,000. So people that have a lot of money, they needed to put that somewhere. So the stock market, crypto, precious metals is the place to be. That's why gold's rallying, silver's rallying. And I think there's a real risk of a hard landing if the Fed doesn't start cutting rates pretty soon. The head of Parish Square Capital Management just said, it's like the calm before the storm. So Jerome Powell, announced massive rate hikes, which is like yelling that a tornado is coming to the farm. Okay, we gotta run the house. We gotta put boards up against the windows. We gotta batten down the hatches. Okay, we're in Grandma's house right now, trying to save Grandma's house from getting torn down from a tornado. And right now, we're all in the house. The windows are almost boarded up as the rate hikes, have been holding steady right now, waiting for the economy's next move. And in the movies, that's the calm before the storm. When everything gets all silent, then right when it gets just silent enough, boom! Okay, the tornado slams into Grandma's barn, then rips through the horse pasture, and eventually into Grandma's house, destroying everything. So that's why you got to click the link in the description below to start making money right now. Move with the sense of urgency so we can buy Grandma's house back. We could beat the SEC because when that crash takes place, you need to have income, guys, to be able to buy the dip. When the economy crashes, not if, but when the next crash happens, you have to be ready to buy the dip. For example, okay, here's proof. When Russia announced the Ukraine war, the ruble tanked over 50% in value relative to the US dollar, and then there were sanctions from the US. But then what happened was, obviously Russia's not going away as a country. The ruble is going to stay around until there's the new world currency or the BRICS nations announce what they're doing. But then the ruble rallied over 190, almost 200%. So if you would have bought just $100,000 worth of the ruble at the beginning of March of 2022, when all of that took place, and then sold it back to the US dollar at the end of June of 2022, you would have made over $200,000 on a fiat currency trade, guys. That's powerful. That doesn't happen in history. Now, I'm not condoning profiting off war. I'm just condoning not being stupid. I'm condoning being smart with your money. I'm condoning studying what the elite are doing and beating them at their own game. Now, you can't beat them at their own game in terms of, billions of dollars, but you can at least beat 99.9% of people out there that are just ignorant, that aren't paying attention to this type of stuff because you're educating yourselves on a daily basis. That's why it pays to buy fear and sell greed, because crypto, as awesome as it may seem, as community driven, and the DAOs, decentralized autonomous organization, get voting rights, and we're all together in this, it is player versus player. It is a brutal world out there. And, we're in this together on this channel, but also it's player versus player. Some people are buying the top, some are selling the bottom, some are buying the bottom, some are selling the top. So if you want to make money as an investor, even in real estate, a lot of people like to look down on crypto that are in real estate. But when you really think about it, real estate's the same way. Someone bought the house in California back in 1960 for $100,000, and they're dumping it on a dumb investor that's buying the peak of the real estate market, 40, 50, 60 years later. Right? Even though real estate's going to keep going up in value, look at crypto. Bitcoin's going to keep going up in value. Crypto's been going up in value. So there are people that have to buy the top and they're selling the bottom, but there also are the smart 1%ers that are buying the bottom and they're selling the top before the ETF approvals. So the fear on the horizon to buy is a hard landing. So you got to work as if it's happening tomorrow. You got to operate as if it's happening tomorrow, because the Fed has been notorious for saying this is transitory. Inflation's transitory. They've been using these words to soften the emotional impact of the public so everyone doesn't panic and just take their money out of the banks. Because if the Fed and Jerome Powell really said the truth, what do you think would happen? There'd be chaos in the streets. Everyone would be running the banks to get their money out of the banks, because if people knew the truth, it would create panic. So they have to sugarcoat it with soft lies to tell you that inflation's transitory. Don't worry, we're going into a soft landing. It's going to be all fine. And if you've been a student of history, if you haven't been alive for longer than 30, 40, or 50 years, I mean, that's most of us, right? You got to study history. And they do this every single time in history. They prepare people, they do gladiatorial diversion, and they soften the emotional impact. So when the crash happens, nobody's ready for it except the elite at the roundtable meetings who've been preparing for it. And at the same time as the SEC doing closed door meetings, with Ripple, well, people think that XRP is not going to do anything, but they're doing these closed door meetings right now for a settlement agreement. And at the same time, Ripple just unlocked a huge amount of XRP from escrow, and Whale Alert just reported 500 million XRP was just unlocked from their escrow account. Now, this is just random. It's not really random from Ripple's end, but the timing of the closed door meeting with the SEC is because Ripple releases XRP from their escrow every single month, so it has nothing to do with the closed door meeting. Or does it? But the good news is that a settlement, even if Ripple does sell, some of the XRP with this settlement agreement, the good news is that a settlement is coming. A settlement will be announced, and that will positively impact the future of XRP. So I'm super bullish, okay? I'm super bullish long term. I'm super bullish short term. Even if there is a crash in 2024, or let's say it happens a little bit later, let's say it happens at the end of 2025 or 2026 in conjunction with the top of this expected market cycle, which is between September and December of 2025. Let's say something breaks, they start drastically cutting rates. Coincidentally enough, at the top of the crypto market, that's what causes the crypto crash. That's what causes the stock market crash. You have to be ready, because you only have 2 years to accumulate as much as possible, to make as much money as possible, to generate generational wealth, because it might take 10, 20, 30, 40 years for the stock market to ever recover and for the economy to bounce back. And we might not see the real estate prices recover like what happened in 2008. How many years did that take for those of you guys that were around for the subprime mortgage crash? It was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. But then George Bush came in, they issued QE, and then they got addicted to that crack rock where they all smoked the crack rock of quantitative easing, and then they just saw their portfolios pumping from that. And so the Fed does not have a plan to save you. So who's going to save you? You're going to save you, because the bad actors are being wiped out. Sam Bankman-Fried is out of FTX, and CZ has stepped down. Now these exchanges, these centralized exchanges, are being more regulated, which is opening the doors for the ETF approval. So you guys have to be ready before the presidential election next year, before this bull run really starts to heat up, because we're backing up our truck all the way to the bank, grabbing the bags, packing them, stacking them, leaving no bags left behind, because we believe that the spending power of the dollar is going to continue to go down in value. That's a fact based on inflation. Companies are going to continue to gouge your eyes out with those price tags at the grocery store. And so if you're not making more money, if you're not accumulating more wealth, then you are going to be a part of the 99% as the middle class completely disappears. They're eradicating the middle class. The wealthy are going to become even wealthier, and you're going to be a part of that. So I'll see you on the next video. I'll see you on bullrunners.com. Again, guys, click the link in the description below. Check out what we're doing. I know you're going to love it. I'll see you on the next video. I'll see you on bullrunners.com. As always, stay bullish.